this book is called Squasherella, and it's a spooky twist on Cinderella. And let's see who this belongs to. It belongs to us and Kira family. Squasherella, Squash for short, was kind and sweet and cute, but longed to be like all the other scary veg and fruit. Boo! Her sister could make any veg jump out of their skin, but all that Squash could manage was a big and friendly grin. At Scare School, all the fruits and veg played tricks on Squash each day. She couldn't shine at Glow class. Boo! Nor frighten very well. Veg away. So when Squash was invited to the big Halloween ball, her sister, told her, "You can't go, you're not scary at all." Squash was sad but thought it's true. "I don't think I look right." And see that? I missed that. Dear Squasherella, you were invited to the Halloween ball to find out who is the scariest of them. All entires will be welcomed, but only one will be crowded. The spookiest. Yours, Cinderella, Mrs. W. Inch, Head Party Planner. I'll never be a scary fruit whose face can spook and fright. Feel glum. Squash stayed at home, but in a flash she found a magic fairy Squash mother. She had popped out of the ground. "I'll help you to look scary." The nice Squash mother cried, "But remember that true scariness must come from inside." One wave of the magic wand gave Squash a spooky grin, an eerie glow, twigging vines, and a car to travel in. As Squasherella reached the ball, a voice rang in her head. The magic ends at midnight, Fairy Squash Mother had said. At the door, the bouncer called, "Now pose and shout out, boo! The winner is the scariest, perhaps it will be you." The other guests all turned and gasped at Squash came through the door. She rushed to see her sisters, feeling braver than before. At once she made a scary face, so her sisters jumped in fear. "Who are you?" they shouted. "You're the scariest fruit here." Squash was having so much fun. She soon lost track of time, and suddenly the great big clock began to chim, chim, chim. Squash's crown dropped from her head as she began to flee. "I've got to leave right now," she thought, "or they will see the real, or they see the real me." The sisters spied the flower crown and cried out to the ball, "It was Squash who scared us." Spooky wall of flame. She is scariest of all. Back home, Squash herself again, but confidence had grown. Ooh, ah, 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 ah. She decided to spook all the veg. She crept to them, then moaned. Boo! The fruit and veg leaped up in shock. They loved to get a fright. Squash, you're the scariest of everyone tonight. Even though you may look cute and have a button nose, you still manage to scare us from our top leaves to our toes. Most of Squash understood there's nothing I can be. Anything can happen if I believe in me. That is the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed.